Okay, so here's the one variation. This is kind of open flower. One next, what I want to do is create maybe different state. Maybe one is a little bit more closer, look like more tulip kind of. What we usually see, one maybe all the way closet and one maybe old. So let's create different variations. To save time, I will just reuse what we already created. So right here, I'm just copy, Control C, Control V. So we'll paste. And let's disconnect it, and we'll just rename this maybe to not open base, just normal base. Okay, we'll just leave it like this. And you know what? Let's go to change this. Different colors, so we kind of know what's going on. Okay, next we can disconnect it, and we'll just reconnect to the same base. Okay, right here in the base, what I want to do first, I want to make them going a little bit more kind of up. Okay, so for this one, we're going to either 6, about right. Right here, we need to change the angle right now. So let's go to put it maybe 92 and variation 6. So we have kind of like different type of variation. Notice that it doesn't look very well, so we'll okay, right here we're kind of starting poke out, and obviously we need to work on a shape, so it's why we're going inside the petals right now, and we'll start work on this. So first, a link, you know, let's do shorter link a little bit. It was a little bit too tall, because when open they continue growing this a little bit younger, so we need reduce, and let's add slightly randomness to this. Okay, radius we leave it same, and this is nice. What we're going to use, we kind of leave a lot of stuff same. Okay, however, I want to work on an axis. I want to add extra kind of effect applied to this one. So if we modify just this way, look what's happening. So it does look a little bit more like a tulip now. So with one small modification, this end we maybe need it pop up a little bit up, but it does look a little bit better this way. Okay, next we may need to work on the leaves a little bit better right now. So let's go ahead, open, and this is kind of usual shape, so we'll just kind of readjust this portion. Okay, just shrink a little bit around so they don't overlap. Okay, right here, this is become too holy. So however, right, this area maybe needed a little bit rework, and you know what, let's take 0.5 maybe. Yeah, that's look kind of nicer. I'm just looking on this area, and again, because different way, they kind of look nice. 4, yeah, that's look much better. Right on the bottom need be a little bit adjust. I think this is, we can overlap them, and actually here's another small things we can do. So we'll do 0.05, just add a little bit of variation to thickness. We can go to our base and on the angle 2. So let's say as example, if we put it 45, see what's happened? They're rotating this way. Okay, so but if we add 45 to angle 3, they kind of twisting. So we can take both, add a 5 and 5. You can see how they're little bit twisting right here. And this will allow them overlap and look a little bit more natural this way. So we'll add, and let's let it random as well. Okay, let's go back to preview. Okay, we have it. I think this is set about right at this point. Gonna maybe just bring them a bit down and probably transform right here. Y minus 0.1. Okay, actually it's on a Z. So we'll just bring slightly down. Maybe a little bit too much. I'm just looking on these ones, maybe 0.05. Yeah, so they look a little bit more closer. Okay, right here we have our plant. Okay, so next what I want to do is create another one. And let's go again. Copy, paste. Right here, let's disconnect this, and the next one will be all the way closed. So we'll just close the base. Okay, so we'll go right here. Let's we'll leave it as default, except 90. Man, I know what, this should work just fine, except maybe less variation a little bit on this. Okay, we'll go inside the, let's name this, close it. Okay, so in this let's go to the segments, and we'll set maybe even less because they will be smaller. Okay, in a section, we'll just leave it like this. Okay, the one thing, I don't want any trapezium on this. Okay, and let's kind of come closer so we can look. Right here we have an overlap, so we need to go in our axis. Okay, and we'll need to modify, so add additional point. Okay, and I'll just take and bring a little bit closer, some more kind of closer shape if you look on the side. So this is what we're going to do. Okay, also let's do 3 less because they're much closer. We'll change also color on this, and I think this is about maybe a little bit right here on the top. So they kind of less overlap. Let's bring it a bit more down. Okay, I think that is good. Okay, next let's add a little bit curl to this as well. It's kind of, you start modifying and you see which one actually minus. You know what? Let's do curl on X, and remember the 0 in the middle. So if I want 0, I'll bring it to the middle. I want to add a curl on the top, so they will add a little bit more effect. And again, if you look on the flowers, you notice on it's where kind of the curl a little bit on top. So we'll do. Okay, just add a little bit that effect right here. Okay, and one thing, let's bring the petals more down. So we'll go to the transform and maybe minus 0.1 for this one. Okay, let's try 0.15. Yeah, that's way look a little bit better, more natural. Okay, this is closed one. So let's do one more. The last, it's like almost old fall off kind of, and we'll try to combine them after and see how we can do this. Again, I will just, for this one, maybe we want to use the open one. So I'll just copy paste. We'll disconnect this. Reconnect one. And I'll just use these default colors. There's the flowers kind of. Okay, so what we're going to do is going first to our header base, and we'll set this to 0. Just want them kind of go all the way down. We can go and set run 5 plus minus. For example, we can have it, I want 5 to 6 petals, so maybe you lose some, but overall for now let's just keep it 6. Oops. Actually 0. There you go. Okay, so we'll go to next the petals itself. Okay, and we'll go to set, and let's maybe reduce link a little bit shorter as well. 0.2, maybe reduce, maybe too much. 3 on this one. Okay, let's make a little bit flatter. Stay a little bit more dry. Okay, we can add 0.1 to this. Do random as well. Effect, a little bit more randomness we apply to that. Let's add 25 to this. And reset our filter. So they will be all kind of curly out. And we'll set even more, 10. So you'll see kind of more effect going to this. We'll leave all this as default. Okay, let's go to influences, and in influences I want to actually add effect to this 0.6 distortions. So you see how they kind of start distorting. That is what we needed. 0.1. Look a little bit more dry and old. Okay, so right here we applied some effect, except you see, because we copy the way low, we need bring them up. Go in a base, Hydra. Okay, and we need to bring them way up. So let's put on a Z 0.1. So we'll bring them higher. I think this is about right, so we'll just leave it at this point. Okay, next let's kind of bring this together, and what are we going to do? It's using random. So we'll go to control, and we'll use the random children. Okay, one thing to connect, you notice we have it change color. So if we move to the top, kind of hard to see. It's meaning if we disconnect top and we can connect it. Okay, next when we start connect, it doesn't apply real names. So in some case, be sure you order you applied. In our order from open, normal, close, and that. So I'm going this way. Apply one child, new child. Okay, we'll go connect. Get new child again. And from this we'll connect to the new child. So you notice we have an output 1, 2, 3, 4. So right here. This is our first one, which is open. And I maybe want 0, 5. Next is a normal, which is child this one. And we'll leave it 1. Presence is how often it will happen. So my close one maybe 0.8 on this one, and that even 0.3. So this is how often it will happen on a random. The next, maybe we need add more than just one right here going on a root. So let's rework this. Okay, let me drag repositioning. Okay, I want to add base right here, and we'll go with the geometry. We'll go to hider, and let's call this base. And you know what, just to be different, we'll add a happy pink color to this. Okay, again, we can go and reconnect this to the base. And next we'll take from the base and we'll connect back. So you'll notice right now with Hydra we'll have tons of flowers creating from the single point. And notice how they're all random created and created based on amount we select here. So let's rework a little bit on the Hydra. So one thing, it's up to you how many you want of them to create at this point. I maybe say, okay, I want 3 and maybe plus minus 1. Okay, you can change this to the 2, whatever you want it. For now, test so we can see all the different. The one I don't like how they all link right here on the bottom. So we'll go set radius to 0. We'll bring them all together. Okay, and let's say 70 and maybe plus minus 10. Okay, so let's take a second, and you notice we have a nice going around here with the plants kind of going. We can increase a little bit radius, maybe 0.3. You can play around, see how you like it, the root going. Sometimes maybe work better this way, so just play around with the settings. What I also do, and I go on root and I just press on the random seed, so I'll see what is type of variations I will have it in this case. Let me save my work. Okay, so what type of variations will I have it? Do I have enough? And you can see how nice variation going. Maybe I don't have enough open ones. So I'm going back to the child in this case, to this one. And open, I'll pop up to 7 example. So now I'll have it more variations. We'll go back and we'll just start different random seed again. See how often happen. So in this case, you can try different ones, see how they work. Okay, I think this is kind of nice to done. So let's go next. We'll start work on a texture so we can apply, and you'll see how with the textures our flowers will become even better.